Hey, it's Thursday. It's about 9:40 at night, and I'm not in my car, and I'm not doing work-related stuff. I'm not geocaching, because geocaching in my house would be pretty simple. I know where everything is, therefore the challenge of finding the logs doesn't exist. But the reason why I am making this video is because of something I saw online, if you can believe it. Yes, I actually browsed the internet. I know it's hard to grasp that concept, but it's true. And I saw something that confused me. Now, I know that I'm not suave. I know that I am by no means the slick guy that some of you males out there tend to be when it comes to the ladies. You have the capacity to be able to woo them with your words and intrigue them with your personality, as well as a good six-pack ab photo to go along with the entry. But I can say that as clumsy as I've been with my attempts to contact women online, and as uncomfortable as it is for me to, as uncomfortable as it is for the ladies to read what I write, is about as uncomfortable as it is for me to write it. I've never been very good at making those kind of impressions, and that's the whole trick behind online dating is, coming across in a way that's appealing and attractive, and not in any way geeky or awkward. And when it comes to being geeky and awkward, when it's involving online dating, I think I have a pretty good grasp of it. But I'm looking at these posts that I see online, and some of the stuff that these people write is scary. Now, as an example, the last thing that I'm looking at is a thing in reference to what's being called creepy white guys. These are apparently guys on dating sites that are trying to contact Asian women and come on to them, if you will. Some of the stuff that these people write is just fucking scary. Look, I'm a clod when it comes to talking to women. I'm not exactly, as I said before, I'm not the suavest knife in the drawer there. But I would never, in my wildest dreams, ever consider writing the shit that these guys are writing. It's fucking scary. Not only is some of it just straight up misogynistic, sexist bullshit. I mean, seriously, it's pretty disturbing what some of these people think is appropriate to say to somebody that you don't know, just right off the bat. Now, ladies, if there are ladies that are watching this, does that appeal to you at all? I would think that it wouldn't. When some guy comes out in the first 15 seconds of a conversation and makes references to their genitalia and the sharing of said genitalia with you, I would think that that in and of itself would be a common sense thing that you wouldn't want to do that. But obviously not. Obviously not. Also making direct references to the fact that you are contacting them specifically because of their ethnicity is a little confusing to me. Now, I get it. You've got a thing for black women, for Asian women, for Czechoslovakian women. You've got a thing for Russian women, Australian women. You've got a thing for their nationality. You've got a thing for their culture. I get that. But is it really what you want to be talking to people about when you're first meeting them? You're making it clear that you're not interested in them so much as an aspect of them. Now, I get that sometimes that's not a bad thing. Like, for example, if you have a shared appreciation for a specific political party or something, maybe something like that is acceptable because you're sharing an interest in something that isn't specific to a group of people. Now, I know that absolutely makes no sense because, it's not like liberals are a race, though it is a culture in a sense. But what I'm saying is that, if you're interested in women that are left-leaning, I'm sure there are ways to go about contacting those ladies and communicating with them and making it apparent that, hey, I'm a liberal too, and I want to share my time with somebody who also has the same political ideology as me. But it's just, like I said, I'm looking through this now. Normally when I see these kind of posts, I always go and look at them to see just how bad I am. You know, I look at these things and I say, okay, these are guys that are not having any luck contacting women online. Let me see where I fall in to this group of people, because they're going to be posting something. It may just be, you know, interpreted as inappropriate when really it was just badly worded, or you know, these are the reader is just they've gotten worn down by continual interfacing, and therefore they become more sensitive, so their reaction is a bit more extreme than it needs to be sometimes. But not in this case. Not in this case. I'm looking at these responses, or excuse me, I'm looking at these posts, and I'm just shaking my head. I can't imagine there's a reason why somebody would actually think that this is what you should write to somebody. Man to woman, woman to man, woman to woman. I just couldn't imagine. If you were trying to make some sort of relationship start, or you're trying to establish some sort of association or connection with somebody, that you would try to do so with these lines of text. It's scary. You know, I'm seeing stuff that, hey, my Asian princess. Really? That's the pickup. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not suave. So maybe this is something that's appropriate. Maybe using that line with the double guns ablazing is the way to a woman's heart. And if so, that would probably explain why I've had no luck, because I would never use that line. I mean, granted, my approach is something along the lines of I try to be humorous, or I try to directly engage somebody, but or maybe I come off as a bit verbose. I did a video a while ago where I had basically read the things that I had sent out, and how I had no response to those things. And I remember that when people responded to what I had written, they had said that what I had written was inappropriate in some ways. Not inappropriate in this sense, you know, but just like you're coming off as, I don't know, you're just coming off as too much of something. You're too verbose, you're too wordy, you're too, you know, you're coming off as awkward. And I am awkward. I'm very awkward when it comes to women. I'm just not a slick guy. What can I say? But I can take heart. I can take heart in knowing that I will never, ever, ever do this kind of stuff. So for those of you out there that are pursuing the online dating scene, and you are looking to connect with another human being via the format of OkCupid and plentyoffish.com and match.com and whatnot, I urge you to do two things. One, go online and look up the horror stories of this kind of stuff. You know, look at these blog posts and see how people are writing to a different person, and how just completely fucking outlandish it is, and make sure that you do nothing like that. And number two, just be yourself. I know I am myself, and I am awkward and wacky and geeky. That is myself. That's why it doesn't work. But just be yourself. Just be you, you know, just like if you're having a conversation, talk to the person like they're a person. Hey, what's up? What kind of movies do you like? Do you listen to this kind of music? Hey, maybe we should go get a cup of coffee and get to know each other. Stuff real basic, you know, and if the conversation escalates, then you can start introducing other aspects of your personality. But for the love of all that's holy, for the love of the idea of relationships, please don't go about the business of I'll say it, fetishizing. That's what they say, and I don't really like that term. I think that saying fetishizing like demeans you have your natural desires. You know, you have natural wants. If you really think that Asian people are attractive, it is what you are attracted to. Saying fetishizing is reducing it to something a little bit more simplistic. Now, granted, there are times when using the term, you know, fetishizing is appropriate, and a lot of these posts are that, when it's sexually specific. I want to sleep with an Asian chick, and you're fetishizing that, you know. I want a demure Asian submissive princess, that kind of thing, where you're putting this image, this idea onto a person rather than getting to know the person themselves. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I saw this, and the fact that I could shake my head at it makes me feel better about me. I may be dorky, and I may be awkward, and I may be uncomfortable when it comes to talking to another person of the opposite sex, but I never go down this path, so at least I know that I am not falling into the creepy white guy domain of online chatting and the like. All right, well, that was pretty much it. Just wanted to say that, and I hope everybody's doing well, and I guess I will talk to you all later. Take it easy.